Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy MF Crypto here, aka Quant, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father, once again. And as always, I'm on a mission to help you build generational wealth. Welcome back to the channel, my fellow subscribers. And for those of you who may be tuning in for the very first time, welcome in as well. Do yourselves a major favor if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button and click on the bell for notifications because I provide the single greatest quant network updates on all of YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very exciting Quant Network video update for you today. Quant Network is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. QNT will create new millionaires. This is no longer in question, ladies and gentlemen, and I will be going over a very explosive article written by none other than Big Daddy Gilbert Verdian, the CEO and founder of Quant Network. It is one of his legendary Medium articles, a blast from the past, if you will, so don't go anywhere because I'll be breaking that down in great detail. But first off, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. This is my first video since eclipsing the 1K subscriber mark. I am now monetized on YouTube, and YouTube themselves has to cut Big Daddy Quanstradamus a check now because he runs ads to his videos. It's time to stick it to Google. You know what I mean? It was overdue. I'm busting out this content. Google needs to bow and pay homage to their man Quanstradamus because he's out here giving his people the uncut raw, shepherding the flock. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get it twisted. It has also opened up the opportunity to offer memberships to each and every single one of my viewers and subscribers. I got the baby homage tier over on the left, which includes the member shoutouts, the reply to comments priority, an additional 10% off on top of the 15% off that everybody who shops on the website gets on all Quant Network products and assorted crypto merchandise products that yours truly, Big Papa Quanstradamus, lovingly handcrafted. I mean, is there anyone providing more value in the quant community? There just isn't. There just really isn't. They can't match up to Big Papa. Then you got your middle tier, your homage tier. You get the priority, the VIP contact line, DMs on Twitter, YouTube. I'll have a line, make it accessible to you and me. If you don't have a Twitter, we'll make it happen. Don't worry. And then I got the portfolio mastery membership as well. You will have the private one-on-one consult and portfolio strategy. I'll break it down top to bottom where you need to be allocating your resources, your assets, and making sure you are prepared for the next bull run and all the steps to take so that you can lock up that profit when the time is right and make those glorious returns that each and every single one of you deserve. Also, an additional perk that is granted for each and every single one of these membership levels, from baby homage all the way to portfolio mastery, you will be automatically entered into any of my personal Quant Network giveaways that I frequently run over on Twitter, and sometimes I post them on the community tab over here on YouTube as well. But you will automatically be entered into that. I just could not include that here in these 3 membership offers because YouTube does not allow you to add giveaways to your membership offers. Now, with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at 961 followers. I need to get up to the 1K follower mark, and that will unlock the 5 Quant giveaway that I promised each and every single one of you. Boost up that count. We need 39 more, ladies and gentlemen, and then I will be doing the giveaway. This has been long awaited, and thank you so much for getting me to 1K on YouTube, but we still got a little bit more work to do. Once we're at 1K on Twitter, my accounts will fly, and we will start to get this incredible content out to everybody right here. Pin tweet. If you haven't done so already, just follow the instructions here in the pin tweet, and it will get you entered into that giveaway. A chance at 5 QNT, 1 QNT token to 5 separate winners. It's a no-brainer, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to sub to the YouTube, follow the account, and like the tweet. It's real simple. Now, swing it over to Quant. Price action. We're currently trading at $100.68, down 1.18% on the daily, ladies and gentlemen. I've been speaking about for many weeks now, probably over a month now, that key $100 psychological level. We just saw an incredible price spike on XRP, Ripple, on the backs of the SEC, no longer labeling it a security. This is very good news for crypto in general. The entire ecosystem will benefit as a result of that decree by the Securities and Exchange Commission. And projects such as Quant Network, the greatest asset on the planet. People just do not know it yet. I know it. You know it if you follow my channel on a daily basis. You know that this token is the greatest asset. There is none better. It's not even close. This is an absolute landmark ruling from the SEC, ladies and gentlemen. The crypto ecosystem is not going anywhere. And for projects like Quant Network that have done all the work behind the scenes and become regulatory compliant, it's a no-brainer. They're going to win in the future. They're going to build out the new infrastructure of the financial system of this planet. Asset tokenization is going to be enormous. Quant Network is going to bring that to the forefront, working hand in hand with the largest financial conglomerates on the planet. You've heard me say it many times, but I gotta keep repeating myself because it is going to be reality, and we need to have our ducks in a row for when that time does come. Now, the aforementioned Gilbert Verdian Medium article. This is from 5 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, but it still rings true, even more so today in 2023. How Overledger differs from interoperability blockchains. I gotta break this one down for you. I just stumbled across it earlier this morning, and I knew I had to bring it to your attention for those of you who may not have read this yet or had the privilege of seeing the inner workings of this man's project and his incredible, utter brilliance. We're often asked how we compare to other interoperability projects. To answer that, we need to rephrase the question. How do we use interoperability to harness the power of blockchains and be the catalyst for mass adoption of blockchain technology? Enabling interoperability, i.e. the ability of blockchain to interact and communicate with each other in existing networks and systems, is going to be the critical first step in order for us to witness mass adoption of blockchain technology. But it is just that, the first step, by enabling two blockchains to be able to directly interact with one another chain to chain. However, enabling two blockchains to interact together does not mean we have realized the full potential of blockchain technology. Far from it. Those two blockchains will simply continue to work in isolation. Now, if we could ensure that any and all blockchains, current and future, could work together, if we connect to existing networks in the internet to blockchains, and if we were able to enable enterprises to tap into the functionality of multiple blockchains at the same time with multi-chain applications and deliver all of this to enterprises meeting while external security and regulatory requirements with minimal changes to existing systems and networks, well, that would be a horse of an entirely different color, and that's exactly what Quant Network is. They are regulatory compliant. They are security compliant. They are rock tight secure. They would not be working hand in hand on the Project Rosalind and all of these massive financial Fortune 500 companies if their security was not rock tight, and they did not prove that in these sandbox demonstrations and playground operations. To recap, the interoperability blockchains that we are referring to include AION, Polkadot, OneLedger, Icon, Arc, Sidechain, Virtual Chain, Interledger, Cosmos, dogshit, not on Quant's level and never will be. These interoperability blockchain technologies are grouped together because in their delivery, they introduce additional complexity, overhead, and technical risk by either 1, introducing another blockchain on top of existing blockchains, 2, adding another consensus mechanism in addition to underlying blockchain consensus, 3, imposing limitations to connect chain to chain, 4, mandating a fundamental change to an enterprise's systems to use their technology. We did a thorough analysis in our white paper and compared interoperability blockchain technologies, looking at very specific criteria, and while we concluded that they may enable a level of interoperability, they don't simplify the approach for enterprises to adopt. They also leave many questions unanswered, such as, how will you secure or de-risk the blockchain implementation against my existing infrastructure? How will your protocol be adapted for future blockchains? How will you connect to networks and the internet? How do you use interoperability to tap into the multiple ledgers? Ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert Verdian has answered each and every one of these questions with his patented overledger technology. The Quant Network executive team has an incredible background, and all of the people in the highest positions have unrivaled resumes in this space, working hand in hand at MasterCard, Vocalink, Bank of England, yada yada yada, on and on and on. I could pull up Gilbert Verdian's resume alone, as I have done in the past, and it is simply out of this world. It puts any of our individual resumes to shame. The bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is that Quant Network knows the system front to back. The power players at the top of the Quant Network executive food chain have all seen what it takes for these financial conglomerates to adopt a new technology. You have to cross your T's and dot your I's and bend over backwards from a security and regulatory standpoint. And they have done just that. They've done everything they need to do in order to make the final push and get these banks onboarded and make them understand and realize this is the future. You guys will benefit immensely from adopting blockchain technology and adopting the tokenization of assets. It'll bring billions and trillions with a T of dollars to the arena that may have never had a chance to come to the game otherwise. It's unlocking a new future that is simply not possible in the current financial infrastructure. They are completely changing the game, ladies and gentlemen. You need to understand it. That's why I continue to preach Quant Network is the greatest asset. These are the questions that Overledger answers. Now, in order for Overledger to achieve what these other blockchains simply cannot, is no small task, and there are key elements required in order to be successful. Overledger is taking a Steve Jobsian style approach to blockchains, taking a very complicated technology and making it much easier to use for enterprise and developers. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert Verdian literally just compared his company to Apple. What Apple did for computers is what Quant Network aims to do for blockchain technology. Simplification for the end user, whether it be retail or enterprise grade. Let that marinate for a second in your minds, just how massive Quant Network will be when they achieve their end goal, the Apple of blockchain. Overledger is the only platform to facilitate internet scale development and deployment of decentralized multi-chain applications or MAPS and treaty contracts, multi-chain smart contracts. Overledger is the only technology that allows for true interoperability, meeting external security and regulatory requirements and require minimal change to existing systems and networks to access the networks of blockchains through Overledger. Other technologies introduce additional complexity, overhead, and technical risk by introducing 1. Another blockchain on top of existing blockchains. 2. Another consensus mechanism in addition to underlying blockchain consensus. 3. Impose limitations to connect chain to chain. Overledger prevents enterprises and developers to be restricted to, lack the freedom or flexibility to easily migrate to another technology when required, have limited resilience and instead face increased risk and exposure by being dependent on a single technology, forced to manage cost lock-in by not being able to manage consensus fees which are set with no option to remediate. I'm just going to say it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Gilbert Verdian knows what it takes to succeed in the financial sector. He is bringing about a radical new technological shift. Asset tokenization, he understands. Blockchain technology, he understands. He has the singular patented technology, aka the Overledger, aka the Ober system, to implement that change. The massive Fortune 500 banks and financial conglomerates will be eating out of Quant Network's hand over the coming decades. Understand this, and you will understand why my entire channel revolves around QNT. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another feature presentation by MF Crypto, aka Quantstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father, the #1 source for all your crypto needs. I'll see you next episode. Cheers.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not given a reward, nobody's encouraging you? What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running. But what happens when you're a lion? When you are a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. If you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, be what you say you're gonna be, you're gonna have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you gonna have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.